We have Sandeep Raina, who's joining us now from Nuvama. Sandeep, afternoon. Thank you so much for your time. Sandeep, you've been around long enough to see many, cracks and drawdown like these, etc. And you deal with some of the best and the brightest minds in the market. What is the sense you're getting, reading the data, and of course, talking in your circle of the kind of drawdown which you are seeing now? Large part of the market was expecting it already, isn't it?
Yes. So Ajay, hi. What I can say is this was very much expected. It is just that people were not knowing that it will happen in March. Like people are expecting this kind of, market positioning happening from January onwards. It's just that it's happened in March, that too starting. I don't know if you remember exactly 1 year back in the month of January, Feb, we had similar kind of markets and nobody expected that mark in March 2023 will make the bottom. And actually we did. And after that, I think the market has done very well. So if I just talk about, Nifty, it's up 25% from that low. Your mid cap is up almost 50%. Your small cap index is almost up 65%. So I think last year, lot of people have made money. And in SME, there's no index that we can track, but we have seen so many companies, tripling or quadrupling also, post the IPO also. So market, I think a lot of people have made a lot of money, and I am not too worried because something which has gone from 1 to 5 is back to 4 or maybe 3.5. It's not something it's to be worried about because one, the biggest point is it was expected. So a lot of participants had kind of expected that these kind of thing will happen. Now going forward, what is the expectation? Am I worried? I'm not worried. And is it the bottom? I don't know, frankly. Can there be further small cut again in the market? Possibly, yes. But there's nothing that there's a bloodbath going forward and we should sell the equities. Not at all. Just stay calm, stay invested. I think market will revive very soon. So that is my take broadly on the market.
Okay, so this deliberate attempt of the regulator to kind of regulate the flows by MFs, etc., to small cap, micro cap, how big is this a worry? Because lump sums will not go, only SIPs will continue. Do you think mid cap, small cap can get into a sideways kind of grinding move for a very prolonged period of time, say 6 months, 12 months?
See, it depends till what time they want to do this. And if you say, let's say, hypothetically, this trend continues for 6 months, possibly there can be a sideways movement or some correction in mid caps. But again, here again, the question comes quality mid caps, quality small caps, quality large caps. That is what we have to always and always talk about. So if the companies are growing at 20 odd percent, irrespective of what is happening in the market and giving good ROCs about 20 odd percent, doing good cash flows, I don't think so. We should be worried. It can happen that maybe my stock will not perform for good 6 months, but it will come back for sure. So I think right now, in fact, these markets are very good for doing good quality research because when the market is just moving upswing, and trust me, ask people like us who are the analysts, when you just write the report and stock is up, 30% in just 1 month, the margin of safety comes down. But these are the market when actually you get a lot of time to do a lot of good research and invest in good stocks, and then you get time also to actually do more investing in those kind of stocks. So I think it is a way how you think this market would be, and accordingly you have to play your cards.
One can never say that when the market will rise, but one can act looking at the valuations in individual names. So, talk to us about
Exactly.
pharma index. You like pharma, you see a big turnaround happen. What kind of pharma names are you researching closely and you like them and why?
See, pharma as an index has not done much. Like we saw the great rally happening in all the capex stock. Be it was it railways, what is the defense, was it capital good? I mean, there are stocks which has gone up 3x and 4x, and rightly so because there is a lot of things happening from the government side. Trust me, the kind of investment government is talking about, I want to surprise, and there would be like $1 trillion investments over a period of time in next maybe 5 6 years from the government side. And if that kind of investments would happen, trust me, India will be a different thing altogether, and it will be eventually. But coming to your question on pharma we are liking. See, again, in any sector, be it pharma, be it anything, look for niche companies. Like I will talk about small cap company like Beta Drugs or maybe a Kilpist, which is looking very, very interesting to us. Of course, companies like Sun Pharma are also very interesting because the kind of change they have seen or done for their company in last 4 5 years, and that's why the company was not doing well. Now it is doing well in last 1 year. So we'll see those kind of changing in the sector in pharma. Again, logic remains same. Look for companies which are doing better than the industry. Look for companies which are throwing a lot of cash. Look for companies which are creating moats. Just simply follow that. Trust me, you'll make money in all the cycles. It can happen. There would be a delay of 3 4 months, and there can be some, not so good market for few months. But that's about it. Ultimately, it comes back, and you make a lot of money in terms of returns.
Fair point. Sandeep, what are your top bets as far as the real estate space is concerned? You say that the sector is just waking up after a slump of 8 years. There is one section of the market which believes that, yes, indeed, real estate have still room on the upside, both the cycle as well as the stocks. But one small section believe that probably the growth of the sector will start tapering out in the next financial. Which side of the argument are you on, and your top bets?
So I'm more on the positive side. I am not of the view that the tapering off will happen, because we have to understand this sector has actually come out after 8 years of not so doing good. And of course, there are a few companies who are doing good or better in that time also. But overall, if I just talk about the industry, but I think one thing which is very clear, and it's not a rocket science I'm talking about, everyone knows about it, that post-COVID, there's a lot of change in the human mindset. People are going for bigger houses, people are going for better houses, people are going for the refurbishments of their old houses. So that things are happening, and it is good for the industry. So you are changing to new places, you are changing to new houses, and players like DLF in, if you see in Delhi and Gurgaon, what they're doing, it's amazing work. Similarly, there's one more company called Brigade. We like that also. So there's nothing that we dislike in this sector. It's just that it has done well, and I think they will continue to do well, because there's a lot of people wanting to buy actual houses. And the good part is the affordability has improved significantly in last 2 years, and that is a very very important thing to understand, and that is very important lever for us. For this market to do well. I'll give you one more data point. Just in last 1 year, 1.5 year, interest rates have gone up, but there is not an iota of decline in basically your demand for real estate. That tells you how resilient that demand is right now, and going forward it should just be maintained. So that's why we like this counter, these companies and overall real estate.
What is your take on some of the high quality PSUs? I'm talking about some of the metal and mining PSUs, even some of the energy, power, or even oil and gas. Yes, they may have gone up quite sharply in the last few years, but then the fundamentals have also changed. Structurally, they are much more efficient companies. If any of these top PSUs are available 30-40% lower, would you be comfortable getting back into them?
100%. I will be 100% more comfortable buying those. See, Ajay, the kind of investment the government is talking about, and also these players have become much efficient. Like we were talking about bail and all that, they were available to at 50 60 rupees. Look at the kind of growth they have done, and it is pure hardcore fundamentals of the sector and the company that has changed. Similarly, SBI was reasonably a good bank, but it has also improved, and there are so many subsidiaries of SBI which has a lot of value. So there are many PSUs which are looking interesting, like NTPC. Now NTPC is also talking about going green, because they will have a big arm which will be into renewables. So I'm saying it will be an interesting PSUs, and more so on the defense side. Look at HAL. I mean, defense PSUs will do far better. They have already done well. The kind of investment the government is talking about in railways, in defense, it will be phenomenal. And that is what we have to, invest in. Of course, the gestation will be longer, because they have already done very well, but we'll still make a lot of money from here. So I'm saying the PSUs, the good PSUs, we have to buy.
All right, Sandeep, we'll let you go on that one. Thanks so much for joining us on the show today.
If you like this video, then like, share and subscribe to ET Now.